This is such a weird question. Looking at it, it's pretty obvious that we're dealing with punctuation first and foremost, right? Because some of them have apostrophes, some of them don't. So in terms of just like prioritizing, my advice is to narrow your focus. Think about that apostrophe first. That might help us with the other stuff going on. So an apostrophe is used when something is owning something else. So the students are owning the majoring, right? Many students majoring in philosophy. No, majoring isn't a thing. So you can't like own it, right? Like you can have like, you know, um, John's dog, right? John owns the dog. So we use an apostrophe to show that there's no ownership here. Now it gets weirder because students can have majors. So this one actually kind of makes sense, but it doesn't make sense with the way the entire sentence is worded. These days, many students majors in philosophy have no intention of becoming philosophers. The students are doing something here. There's a descriptive action. Majoring is like the action. And so to change it into a noun, majors, that might work if there was an apostrophe, but then it messes up the rest of the sentence. So that's weird. C kind of does the same thing because major is also kind of like, again, like a noun, I guess. And then we would need an apostrophe. It's just like a mess. B is the answer. These days, many students majoring in philosophy have no intention of becoming philosophers. I hope that sounds good to you. I realize that these choices sound very, very similar, and it's just a hard question. So do the best you can. Hopefully thinking about that apostrophe first gets you noticing the right things about the entire sentence and being able to sort through these choices a little bit better. I don't really have any other advice on top of that. It's just weird. It's a weird situation. And honestly, it's not even how I would say this. I'd probably say something more like, these days, many students who major in philosophy have no intention of becoming philosophers. That option is not available. It's not necessarily like, more right than this. It's just, it sounds more normal to me, and so that's probably how I'd say it. But as sometimes happens is we have to kind of choose between a bunch of weird phrases, and there are rules that hopefully knock some of those out. But, ultimately, hopefully we've got good instincts, and if not, just pick something and move on. There's still more points to get on this test.